What's going on, guys? Big Cheese here with another video for you. In today's video, we're going to talk about one of the hottest topics go at the moment in regards to Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty, I guess. It's the Battle Royale coming to Battlefield 6 and the just unbelievable divide it's caused in the community in comment sections across all social platforms. So in today's video, I really want to get into it. I want to talk about why people want Battle Royale in Battlefield 6, why people don't want it, what good it could do for the game, what bad it could do for the game, and where I stand on it. And then I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. So if you do like the video, comment, like, share, all that stuff. Let's get into it. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go through some comments that I found in Battle Royale videos on YouTube, because it didn't take long to find these comments, but the lack of context in what people are saying is frustrating because I really want to get to the bottom of why people don't want a Battle Royale. And why you think it's going to negatively impact Battlefield 6. And here's just an example of what I'm talking about here. I got like 7 or 8 comments here, okay? So let's just start from the top left. We got Ninja Guy 17. Battle Royale equals microtransactions equals Nicki Minaj equals plus turtle skins, right? And he's got a little laughing emoji there. So, like, okay, yeah, Warzone and Fortnite went that way with it, but that doesn't mean Battlefield does have to go that way with it. It might be the way that they go with it, but based on what we played in the beta, it doesn't look like that's the way they're going to go with it at all, right? So that's quite a big assumption to make, and you know, you're sort of like worrying that something's going to happen that hasn't even been really hinted at happening so far at all. Top right, Battlefield does not need to be R. No context. Next one down, Poon Dude Bro 4579. I just want Battlefield, not another Battle Royale. Dude, you're getting Battlefield, bro. You're getting it. Look at the beta. It was epic. You've got like 3 dev teams working on core Battlefield. Battlefield is back. The hype's unreal. Like, you're getting Battlefield. Just because there's going to be a Battlefield on the side, how does that affect you? Give us some context. The Wind 1628 says we don't need Battle Royale and Battlefield. No context. Now this one's interesting. If they put a Battle Royale mode in Battlefield 6, I'm not buying the game, and I joke it crashes and burns worse than 2042. I think he mistyped there. I think he said I think it crashes, you know, worse than 2042. The game is fucking perfect the way it is. Just release DLC and you have a 10 out of 10 game. Again, you're not explaining why you think a Battle Royale is going to ruin your core game, which across the board is just almost unanimously loved. Battlefield 6 beta is so popular and people are loving it so much, and Battlefield is back are the 3 words just echoing across the entire internet. So again, a bit more context there. Like, no one is saying why they think or giving us any logical reasons why they think having an extra game mode, because that's what it is, it's an extra game mode attached to the game, is going to ruin it. BF6 does not need a BR. Firestorm existed and no one played that BS. This is just EA trying to appeal to the COD bootlickers. So, BF6 does not need a BR. Fine. Again, explain why. You haven't. Firestorm existed and no one played it. Battlefield 5 sucked, didn't it? Like, it just wasn't. No one liked it. No one liked it. And I think Firestorm was actually quite a fun experience if you did play it. But people weren't into Battle Royales at that time. People didn't know how exciting a Battle Royale could be. And people didn't know how fun a Battle Royale could be playing with your friends and squad. And they didn't pour enough effort into it. It wasn't free to play. You had to buy the game to play it. So it didn't have that draw. So there's a lot of reasons why Firestorm failed. You know, we can go into that all day, but that doesn't... It's irrelevant in this chat. It doesn't mean that the new Battle Royale is going to fail just because that one did, along with the game, by the way. The core game failed and brought the Battle Royale down with it. That's why Firestorm failed. Stop trying to make Battlefield into COD. No one is. Chris Campbell 1684, no one is. You know, there's a couple of big streamers out there like wanting the movement and all that updated, but no one's going to listen to them, are they? No one's going to listen to them. Battlefield doesn't need a Battle Royale and fans don't want it. Hopefully it won't happen. Eddie, no context. You say fans don't want it. I'm a fan. I want it. I know hundreds of thousands of people across the internet see them. They want it. So, like, again, you're just assuming that everyone has the same opinion as you, and I don't think it's true. And then Mint Gaming 9198. God, I hate battle royales. This game mode needs to die forever. Why? Why does it? They're amazing. Like, it's awesome. You drop in with your guys and you want to be the last one standing on these huge maps. Battlefield players love huge maps. Like, it doesn't make any sense. We need context, and I really want some context from you guys. If you're going to comment on this video, please give me some context, because if you don't, it's just not going to help. It's not going to do anything. You know what I mean? And then, like, it goes on and on and on. There's comments like this just flooding comment sections. Battle royales ruin gaming. Battlefield doesn't need it, but no one actually gives any context. And I feel like they're just like bitter, maybe because they're not they're not good at battle royales, or they don't enjoy them. But it's just a game mode like search and destroy or domination or something like that. Like, if you don't like it, don't play it. Just don't play it. And then it took me like ages to find some like kind of logical comments. We got some here. Look, I'll show you. We've got yeah, just a couple. It took me so long to find two. I just stopped. I was like, whatever. The problem is that BR's ruined multiplayer. Devs stop focusing on it. The game drastically changes after a couple of years because the new updates make the BR communities happy. Right, Reap 4, thank you. Some context and like a slightly educated comment at least here. So the problem is that BR's ruined multiplayer. Devs stop focusing on it and the game drastically changes after a couple of years. Okay, so Battlefield aren't doing that. They've got the 3 core dev teams working on the core game, which everybody's loving, and then they've got a ripple effect working on the battle royale. So that part of your comment there and your worry there should be put to bed, because no one's taken away from anything there. They're all working separately to just be awesome and exist and, you know, be fun. The game drastically changed after a couple of years because the new updates make the BR communities happy. Now, Call of Duty did this, but they're the only game that had a standalone BR attached that did this. Everyone is judging what Battlefield is trying to do on what Warzone did wrong and what Call of Duty did wrong. And yes, Warzone did kill multiplayer in a way, because multiplayer just became a place to go get skins and go get camos and all that stuff for Warzone. But what you have to remember is Call of Duty had become that before Warzone existed. Call of Duty had become that before Warzone existed. Getting crouch kills and getting different types of kills and all that to get camos was already in the multiplayer. That's just the direction that Call of Duty went in. And it sucks, but that doesn't mean that Battlefield are going to go in that same direction just because they did. It doesn't mean that. If anything, you would think that, well, logically, they will learn from that mistake and go the opposite direction. So surely that's awesome. So the hate towards BRs, again, I think, is just BRs in general. It's just so strange. Everyone just hates the game mode in general because of how one game did it poorly. And they didn't do it poorly at the start either. Let's not forget how amazing Warzone was when it first started. They just went in the wrong direction. And then this was the best comment I saw out of, you know, half hour, 45 minutes of scrolling through comments. BR is not overdone. People have BR burnout. It's two different things. BR is what caused COD to become what it is today. The skins, the failures. Poly, Astron, great take. This is exactly what I just said. Just because COD did it wrong doesn't mean Battlefield aren't going to, but COD did do it wrong. I think people have got to stop focusing on that and start focusing on what this could be. I'm not saying don't make it. What I'm saying is you have to understand where Battlefield community is coming from. Again, yeah, if you're coming to it from that point of perspective, I understand that point of view, but a lot of people aren't expressing that. Maybe we should assume that most of the people who are just saying we don't want to be are taking this stance on it. But again, just because one person does it wrong or one company does it poorly doesn't mean that another company is, especially when you think that they have seen that happen and they're going to learn from these mistakes, right? We've had years of instability. 2042 backstabbed us harder than any COD ever has to their players. True. 2042 was just a massive lie. They just lied. They lied. And then they sold everyone bullshit. They just did. But they're obviously not doing that with the core game now. And then he goes on the bottom, he's like, we just want our game back. Players from other games are welcome, but my house, my rules. And that is the mentality that I see in so many comment sections and across so many live streams. So there's this like large group, or they're a loud group at least, I don't know the numbers, of Battlefield players who are like, yeah, come play Battlefield, but you want to play it our way or piss off, get out. And that's just not the way to be. And I understand when like large streamers are like, oh, the movement needs improving and all that stuff. Yeah, we don't want that stuff in the game because it would start to ruin it. Yeah, but you can't just gatekeep the game from other people who want to come in because your game's just going to trickle along there. You know what I mean? And that brings us on to the next thing. So like, what I think this could do for Battle Royale, what I think Battle Royale could do for Battlefield 6. Okay, so personally, I think that having a standalone Battle Royale can only do good for Battlefield 6. The difference between Battlefield 6 being a success and surviving fine, comfortably, and moving along, and dominating the space and being top dog for a while is going to be the Battle Royale. The core game, I thought the Battlefield 6 beta was just close to perfect. You know, we had some roof glitches and a couple of weapon balancing issues with rush and breakthrough mode, you know, when people like just running the sniper and the rocket launch, the engineer class with a sniper, and it was very hard to push, you know, some balancing issues, but that's what beta's for. But I thought the core game was as close to perfect as I could have expected. It far exceeded my expectations, and it was just fantastic. But having said that, it's going to like, it'll be nice to have something else to jump into, like another game mode and things like that. I know you've got Conquest, I know you've got Breakthrough and all that, but it's like Call of Duty. Like when I played Call of Duty, when Search and Destroy came along, I loved that game mode more, you know, and I hopped between Team Deathmatch, Domination, which were the core game modes, which we played most, and I loved Search and Destroy more. I had a little bit of a different aspect to it. Like I had like one life, clutch situations came up, defusing a bomb. It was intense. It was, you know what I mean? It was stuff like that. And you get the same with like Rush and stuff like this, you know, different experiences. And I think that Battlefield will only bring that in. And let's not forget as well, it's going to bring millions of players over. It's going to bring millions of players over. And that's a good thing for the game. And I know that people are probably going to take to the comment section and say the problem is the type of players it's going to bring over, and worried that the devs are going to listen to them. Well, that's down to the devs to do it right. That's down to the devs to listen to the right people and make the right decisions, right? And a lot of people say as well, I've seen in comment sections, I didn't get any examples up in the last section, I wish I did. A lot of people say that the Battle Royale is going to pull players away from the main game. I'm trashing Cairo, mate, yeah? Excuse me. But if the main game, let's say I'm playing the main game, and then the Battle Royale drops, and then I go and play the Battle Royale, and I'm like, oh, this is way more fun than the main game. I'm enjoying this more than the main game. Like, that's not Battle Royale's fault, if that makes sense. I'm talking about Battle Royale like it's a person here. That's not BR mode's fault. If the core game isn't enjoyable for some people as the Battle Royale turns out to be, then surely that's where you want people playing. You know what I mean? Like, so just like if you go and delete the Battle Royale, you're just making it so that people only have the core game to play when there could have been a much more enjoyable experience, which is a very strange mindset to go at it with. And I've seen it a lot. I've seen so many comments saying this, that the Battle Royale will pull players away from the core game. Well, that's the core game's fault. Like that's the core game's fault. That's the devs' fault for not making the core game as fun. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think that you'll have a community, a thriving community of people who just play the core game, people who just play the battle royale, and then people like me who are going to just chop and change between the two, depending on what mood I'm in, depending on how much time I've got, working full time and being a dad and stuff, you know, depending on how much time I've got or who's online, you know. If I've got a bunch of friends online who play the core game, I'll jump in the core game with them. If I've got guys who only play the BR, I'll jump in that with them. You give options and freedom to it. You bring an element of option and freedom and choice to it. Don't just gatekeep the game away from all other experiences. Battlefield have got an opportunity here to become top dog and just have this thriving community with the core game and the Battle Royale. People hop between, people stay with whatever you want to do you. But this tribal shit has to stop, because it's only gonna, the game's only going to suffer for it. If the devs were to right now go and listen to all the people in the comments here saying Battlefield doesn't need a Battle Royale with no context for the most part, and just go, right, we're scrapping the Battle Royale, the only thing that's going to suffer is Battlefield 6. I'm telling you now, it's the only thing that's going to suffer. It's Battlefield 6. because there are a lot of people that want to buy the game because it's coming with the BR, and not just so they can just play the BR, but just because they want the whole package. They want they want it all, and if you can't see that, especially after watching this video, then I fear you're too far gone. I really do. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments, okay? And give me some context if you can, okay? I don't think there's a limit to how much you can type on YouTube, so brill. I don't know, TikTok, they've increased it now as well. Give me some context and we can discuss it and all that stuff. And let's try and keep the tribal bullshit out of there, you know? If you comment what you want, but yeah, we'll try and keep it civil, try and keep it logical, and we'll go from there. And I will see you guys for the next video. Peace.